Okay, thank you, Andre, and thank you, Amanda, for the introduction. And to all the guests in the room today, on behalf of the VinFast team, welcome you to our factory once again. Over the course of the next 25 minutes, I'm going to walk you through some key achievements of the company in the last 1 year, some new initiatives that we are working on for the short term and the medium term, together with the introduction into the integrated mobility ecosystem that we are building with GSM, V-Green, and GF. Obviously, I see a lot of some familiar faces here, but we have a lot of newcomers as well. So why don't we start with a recap on the VinFast story? So who are we? We are a US-listed, Vietnamese-based EV OEM that was founded in 2017 as part of Vingroup. And at that point in time, we were the first true OEM of Vietnam, realizing the automotive dream of the country, given that prior to that point, all the automotive manufacturing activity in Vietnam was mostly component or assembly. In 2021, we became the first OEM globally to fully pivot from an internal combustion engine to an EV-only strategy. And until today, I believe we are still the only one. And now VinFast is expanding not only in terms of product, manufacturing capabilities, but also our international presence. We are now doing business in 11 countries through a network of 382 showrooms and 5 operating or planned factories. We are proud to have delivered to the market 335,000 cars and 538,000 e-scooters since our inception. So 2024 was a significant year, a phenomenal year for us, during which we delivered 97,399 cars globally, far exceeding our guidance of 80,000 cars. And then in Vietnam, we became the #1 car brand in September 2024, and we haven't left the post ever since. The strong momentum carried on into 2025. In the first 9 months of the year, we had delivered 110,000 EVs globally. When talking about four-wheeler, this represented a 149% growth year over year. In Vietnam, VinFast has become the proxy for electric mobility. You can see on screen here, the top 3 best sellers in Vietnam are all VinFast vehicles. And our market share in the country is pretty much the country EV adoption rate, now staying at above 30%, one of the highest in Asia. We also put on the accelerator on the two-wheeler side, having delivered 235,000 e-scooters in the first 9 months of the year, marking a staggering 489% growth year over year. So that's on the number. What next? We are planning the growth in the next 1 to 2 years based on 3 key pillars: product, manufacturing, and market. And this will set the structure for the presentation today. So let's start with products. You've probably seen this before. VinFast has the most diverse vehicle lineup of any EV OEM outside of China. And the mission that we have here is really about creating one EV for every customer needs at every pricing point. In 2025, we have new products in a few categories, including mini car, including MPV, and obviously the ultra-premium La Hong. Today, I'm happy to announce for the first time the formation of the family brands within VinFast, including the flagship VinFast brand that encompasses the VF3 to VF9, our well-known and well-loved vehicles. We have the Green Series, which will soon have its own logo and brand recognitions, including the vehicle in the middle here, from Mino Green to Limo Green. And for the La Hong 900, right, it is the first product within the family of La Hong, having its own logo, and soon you will see the exclusive showrooms and sales network for this line of product. The formation of the 3 different brands really reflect the fact that our vehicle model is diverse. It is targeted for different customer groups. Each of them has different brand recognition and ultimately go-to-market strategy. And besides the car model on the top, we will continue venturing in e-bus with 3 models, e-scooter and e-bike with 8 models. Now, I remember at this very same presentation last year, we announced the introduction of a new mini car and MPV, which ultimately form the Green Series that we have today. Limo Green in particular was the most anticipated vehicle model in Vietnam in 2025. It entered the market in August, and since then we have sold in the thousands, and the demand for it just keep increasing. Limo Green is significant in the sense that it is not only the first MPV model of VinFast, but also it is the first vehicle model integrating our next generation vehicle platform together with a zonal architecture, or what we call electrical 2.0, EE 2.0. Minio Green, the mini car, will go to market in December this year. This is our product for micro mobility, and it could be even more affordable than the bestseller VF3. And then Hero Green and Nero Green are this customized version of the VF5 and VF E34, spec'd out and increased durability for it to fit with ride-hailing and taxi purposes. And this is one key example in which VinFast is flexible with the design of the car to cater different user case. Now, with all the changes in the vehicles that I've just mentioned, especially the Limo Green, you probably already have a glance into where vehicle development, where the innovation within the business will head to within the next 1 or 2 years. The vision is the same: to deliver cost-efficient, high-quality vehicles that enhance customer experience through advanced technology. And we will first do it through shared platform and through modular design. What it means is that in the future, the vast majority of VinFast vehicles will be built on a small number of vehicle platform or chassis, with the new one built for Limo Green being one of the key examples. And obviously, the benefit of having small number of a platform will help us simplify the production and the purchasing process, reduce component complexity, increase commonality, which will translate into a reduction in bill of material cost and production cost. But then the other differentiation comes from the electrical system, what we call EE 2.0. The idea of having zonal architecture in our next generation of vehicle platform, starting from the Limo Green, is that there will be lower components, number of components, at the same time enhance performance of the car. For guests here who are not very familiar with the technicality, most cars running on the street today using a distributed component system, EE system, in which each functionality of the car will be taken care of by a set of electronic control unit. For example, for lighting, you have a set of ECU. For braking, a set of ECU, and then for in-car infotainment, a different set of ECU. This leads to proliferation of hardware, of ECU, of chip, and ultimately of software silos. Under zonal architecture, we are going to build a system in which the ECU are allocated based on the physical presence of it within the car. So we have one set for the front, one set for the rear, and one set for the cabin. So through this structure, obviously wiring harness will be reduced. There'll be lower number of ECUs. And when it comes to communication and OTA update, over the air update, instead of having to update each and every single ECU within the car, you just need to focus on the central vehicle control system, and then the knock-on impact will happen to the other ECU around. So testing has shown that for big updates, right, that typically take a few hours to be done in the previous generation, those OTA can now be done within an hour or even less, enhancing customer experience. And as Andre has mentioned in his presentation, zonal architecture also allows us to unlock many software functionality with ADAS and AD as prime example. So most of our car today, let's take the VF5 or Limo Green as example, has some level 0 ADAS features, including blind spot detection, or or rear power spot detection or crossroad detection. Now, the more premium one, the VF6, VF7, VF8, VF9 has L2 functionality, including adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist, or parking assist. In the next generation of vehicles, right, we will integrate new features at L2 plus level, including auto on-off ramp, car avoidance, overtaking lane change, to name a few. And then we will also have some L2++ functionality for parking, including what we call V-Parking Comfort and V-Parking Summon. So V-Parking Comfort is more or less a fully autonomous parking functionality in which you can just leave your car to park by itself. And with V-Parking Summon, there will be an immersive view around the car, 360 degrees, for you to help manufacturing your parking, so maneuvering your parking. We are proud to say that, unlike a few years ago, a lot of the ADAS features, if I could say most of them, are now built by our engineer. It's all done in-house instead of integrating third-party system. And with that progress in technicality, we are now setting our sights for robotaxi. You already seen our functional prototype today with one of our partners. We are exploring, white box and gray box partnership with a lot of technology companies with a view to bring robotaxi operation into reality in the near future at selected urban areas in Vietnam, including those of VinHomes. Okay, so that brings me to the end of the product session, and now we continue with manufacturing. So 2025 is a significant year for the manufacturing team at VinFast. Obviously, we double our design capacity from 300,000 cars per year to 600,000 cars per year through the inauguration of 3 new factories. The second one in Vietnam, located in Ha Tinh, solely dedicated for affordable models. We have one in India, in Tamil Nadu, to serve the local market, starting with the VF6 and VF7, which were already SOP in August. And now we are working for the Indonesia factory as well, with our technical SOP we expect just around the corner. The philosophy of manufacturing at VinFast remains the same. It has to do with vertical integration, automation, local sourcing, and specialization. When it comes to localization, the localization rate at our main factory in Hải Phòng, as well as the one in Ha Tinh, has now exceeded 70%. And this is the target that we want to achieve overseas as well. Obviously, due to the CKD arrangement in India and Indonesia, we expect the localization rate in the first phase to be below 10%, which we will ramp up and aim for 70% by the end of the decade. So, allows me to show you some footage from the new factory through the next video on our manufacturing capability.
At VinFast, scale and speed are more than just metrics. They are the essence of who we are. From our home in Hải Phòng, Vietnam, we built one of the most modern electric vehicle manufacturing complexes, capable of producing 300,000 EVs per year. Our highly automated robot-filled manufacturing complex is built on a total area of 335 hectares. It houses 16 different shops, including facilities that support metal fabrication, electronic part production, painting, and assembly. But we didn't stop there. In Ha Tinh, we built our second factory with an initial capacity of 200,000 EVs per year in a record time of just 7 months. Designed to produce affordable and accessible electric vehicles, this facility enhances our operational efficiency and cost competitiveness through specialization. Co-located with our battery pack factory and battery cell joint venture, the Ha Tinh plant empowers VinFast with in-house battery R&D and manufacturing capabilities. The strategic placement of our Hải Phòng and Ha Tinh factories within Vietnam's key industrial zones and near deep-sea ports ensures a seamless supply of components and enables swift international shipment of finished vehicles. Together, our 2 facilities in Vietnam can produce up to 1 million electric two-wheelers annually. As we expand globally, we bring the same bold vision and execution excellence to new markets. In Tamil Nadu, India, we've established our first international manufacturing hub, a 50,000-unit CKD facility built in just 15 months. As India's first 100% electric automobile plant, blending Vietnamese innovation with Indian ingenuity to unlock new opportunities across South Asia. Next, we're adding Subang, Indonesia to our global network, another 50,000-unit CKD plant, with technical production launch just around the corner. Our journey continues. We remain committed to our long-term vision for the United States, with a flagship manufacturing facility planned in North Carolina, targeting production by 2028. Across every facility, VinFast applies global green manufacturing standards, from ISO 14001 certified environmental management systems to renewable energy integration and circular economy practices, driving us toward net zero operations by 2040. We are boundless from the beginning, from Vietnam to the world. VinFast, boundless together.
So obviously, the increase in manufacturing capability is to accommodate our international vision. So when it comes to market and sales, today, VinFast has a network of 382 showrooms globally, with the majority of which located in Vietnam, Southeast Asia, and India. 99% of our showrooms are dealer store. So this year, we have almost completed the transition from direct-to-customer showroom to a traditional dealership model, with the closing of our DTC showrooms in North America and in Europe to make way for new dealer stores. We also accelerate new sales channels, including O2O, our online to offline sales channel in Vietnam, and we also do fleet sales through our partnership with GSM. Needless to say, given the success that we have in Vietnam, we set our sights to focus in the short to medium term on similar markets in Southeast Asia and South Asia, in particular Indonesia, the Philippines, and India. And the initial result from this country has been very encouraging. So let me invite you to watch another video, this time on our commercialization progress in this focus market.
An emerging electric vehicle manufacturer is leading revolution across Asia. VinFast delivers world-class EVs designed to meet local needs, all driven by our mission to make electric mobility accessible to everyone. Our journey began in Vietnam, where we proudly became the country's first true OEM. Since then, VinFast has inspired millions to embrace electric mobility and has consistently led the market for over a year. VinFast is currently holding over 30% market share of the total passenger vehicle segment across all powertrains. Across Indonesia and the Philippines, VinFast is becoming a trusted name among EV partners. Today, we are proud to witness thousands of VinFast vehicles rolling on the streets across 2 countries, powered by a rapidly expanding network of showrooms and strong, trusted partnerships with local dealers, banks, and financing institutions. Our relentless efforts have won the hearts of local car enthusiasts, earning numerous prestigious awards along the way. In 2025, VinFast is building a comprehensive mobility ecosystem with GSM's taxi and ride handling, V-Green's charging infrastructure, and GF's pre-owned car services. GSM and V-Green are making tangible progress in our international markets to help transform how people move, drive, and live. VinFast made its debut in India with the locally produced premium SUVs, VF6 and VF7. Blending elegant design with smart technologies tailored to the needs of Indian customers. Deliveries began in September 2025 through a network of showrooms, with hundreds of vehicles reaching customers in the first month alone, a clear signal of strong market enthusiasm. Partnering with leading banks such as SBI, ICICI, Access, and HDFC, VinFast India is making electric vehicle ownership more seamless and affordable than ever. VinFast offers flexible battery leasing and residual value guarantee programs of up to 90% after 6 months, helping reduce upfront costs and make EV ownership more accessible and worry-free. In any market, our commitment goes beyond sales. Every VinFast comes with smart features, industry-leading warranties, dedicated after-sales service, ensuring complete peace of mind wherever you are. From Vietnam to India, Indonesia, and the Philippines, we're not just expanding markets, we're driving the change together.
Okay, so obviously during the video, we touched base on the integrated mobility ecosystem that we are building together with GSM, GF, and VGreen. This is quite a unique go-to-market approach that I believe we haven't seen at any other EV OEM. So for those who are not so familiar with this company yet, Green SM or GSM is the first EV-only taxi and ride-hailing service globally, and they now use exclusively VinFast vehicles. GSM has rapidly taken the market in Vietnam by storm, and they have become the #1 taxi and ride-hailing service in the country. They have expanded to Indonesia and the Philippines as well, and soon to India. VGreen is affiliate of our charging infrastructure company who is currently managing more than 150,000 charging points for VinFast user. And Green Future, the most nascent business within the ecosystem, offering access to used EV to rental and secondary sales. The combination of these companies has really made a significant impact in Vietnam. In particular, they have helped to push EV penetration in the country from 2% just a few years ago to more than 30% today. So how does it work? Okay, so you've seen a few videos already. This is a slide with transition, okay? For any traditional OEM, they make money through sales to customer. So the total addressable market and the definition of customer are limited to those who have money and who can own a car. Now with VinFast, we understand that the market dynamic is changing. The customer is not only those who buy our cars anymore. It also includes those who use our car, who might not have the finance or might not have the right timing or conditions to own a car yet. So obviously, there needs to be a different offering to them. So how does it work then? The traditional sales channel will still exist. VinFast sells directly to those under ownership. But at the same time, through GSM, who purchase our car and offer taxi and ride-hailing, people under usership will be taken care of. Now GF take this one step further. They take used car from the market, refurbish them to high quality, and then offer them under a rental model to users. And secondary sales market to ownership is effectively allows for a bigger popular part of the population to afford the experience of the EV. And VGreen, obviously, as the penetrator of the whole thing, offer charging service and ensure that the customer will not have to worry about range. Here's the reality. In Vietnam, numbers have shown that once the customer under the usership model is well taken care of with due care, over time, there'll be a tendency for them to switch to purchase a car. And this is evidenced by the customer mentality when they try GSM taxi a few years ago. A lot of them make the decision based on the experience that they have sitting within the GSM car every single day. So the ecosystem is really the extension of the Vingroup already very comprehensive offering into mobility. So other than owning and using a VinFast car, customer now can use the taxi and ride-hailing service under GSM. If they want, they can order food. They can deliver package and everything using the two-wheeler service of GSM as well. If they need more premium with chauffeur service, then GF is there for them. And obviously, with, at some point during the day, they will need to charge their car. So you can see the green ecosystem really helps VinFast and Vingroup to cater to a wider population, to a wider customer set, and increase customer share of wallet. So this is the end of my presentation. As a very quick recap, we have been talking about the key achievement of VinFast since the end of 2024. We talk about the formation of 3 different brands within the company. We talk about all the technology advancement that we are working on, including modular design, common platforms, EE2.0, and robotaxi. We talk about manufacturing expansion and sales network. And finally, we also discussed the green ecosystem. I believe after this, we have a short break before my colleague at GSM will take the stage and present their story. And after that, we have some exciting videos on V-Green and then GF as well. So thank you very much for your support.